Thank you, thank you. So without wasting of time, I would like to start my today's talk. Or similarly, just like Honorable Prime Minister, basically he makes a relationship with any institutes. तो जैसे मैंने कहा कि it's my fourth lecture in orientation program for the UG and PG. First, I delivered in last year in Jamia Hamdard. It was my alma mater. Basically, I did my MD from Jamia Hamdard. And similarly, a couple of days before, in the last month, I have delivered a talk in AMU. It is also my alma mater. And a couple of months before, I have delivered a talk in another college in Aligarh, that is ACN College of Unani Medicine, where I have started my first services after completing my graduation. So similarly, I want to make a link with the Patna. Patna is my birthplace in CCRUM. I have joined CCRUM in 2006, and my first posting was in RRRUM, Patna. So there is a relationship between me and the Patna, and not with the college, but with the city. So it's my privilege to be a part of this event. Tawhid Kibriya Saab, and especially thanks to Dr. Tanveer Alam, who gave me the opportunity to deliver my talk, and the other fellow who is organizing this program. So the topic of my today's talk is orientation on institutional MOUs and affiliation and their scope in education and research. So before go for the my talk, I want to share some special things. Basically, the student who I'm addressing today, they are the tomorrow's Ibn Sina, tomorrow's Hakim Ajmal Khan, tomorrow's Dr. Tanveer, tomorrow's Dr. Tawhid Kibriya Saab, or similarly maybe some of them you become a director of CCRUM, director of RRU Patna, and principal of any other institution, or somehow myself to be you become Misbahuddin Azhar. So first of all, I would like to share a quotation from George W. Bush. To those of you who receive honor, award, and distinction, I say, well done. And to the college student, I say, you too may one day President of United States. Similarly, I congratulate all of you and give honor clap for that one. Okay, tomorrow's you have to be on the position where Dr. Tanveer, Dr. Tawhid Kibriya, and Dr. N. Zahid, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed Qasmi, and the fellow who was holding the institutes are organizing a such event. So I say best of luck all of you for tomorrow. I want to quote another one. The more that you need, the more you think you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. It is a quotation from Dr. Seuss. जितना आप पढ़ेंगे उतनी चीज़ों को आप जानेंगे, जितनी चीज़ों को आप जानेंगे उतना अच्छे आप लर्न करेंगे, और जितनी जगह पे आप जाएंगे वहाँ से अपनी नॉलेज को वहाँ पे आप इकट्ठा करेंगे. जाहिर है, जैसे मैं देख रहा हूँ आप लोगों को कि या पीजी करने के लिए जो है वो कई स्टेट से लोग आए हुए हैं. कोई अलीगढ़ से पढ़ा है, तो कोई पटना से पढ़ा है, तो कोई एनआईएम से पढ़ा है, तो कोई करोड़बाग से पढ़ा है, कोई जामिया हमदर्द से पढ़ा है, कोई यूपी के अदर कॉलेज से पढ़ा है. लेकिन जाहिर है अब आपने ट्रैवल किया है एक दूसरे सिटी के लिए, दूसरे स्टेट के लिए यहाँ पे, तो जाहिर है वहाँ के एनवायरनमेंट से और यहाँ के एनवायरनमेंट से यू लर्न अ लॉट. I want to share another one. Usain Bolt says, skill is only developed by hours and hours of work. बेसिकली ये कोटेशन इसलिए है कि सिर्फ हम जितना टाइम देते हैं किसी चीज़ को डेवलप करने के लिए, और वो इस पर डिपेंड करता है कि हम कितनी देर उस काम को करते हैं. और बीइंग टुडे यू आर द स्टूडेंट, तो योर वर्क इज ओनली टू लर्न एंड लर्न, टू रीड एंड रीड. मेक अ स्किलफुल फॉर योर टुमारोज बेटर. So I want to share another one, John Green's. Every year, many stupid people graduate from college, and if they can do it, so you can. ये बेसिकली मैंने अपने लिए रखा है, आप लोगों के लिए नहीं है. जब मैं मुझ जैसा एक आदमी जो है वो आज के बच्चों को एड्रेस कर सकता है। तो आप लोग तो लर्नड बच्चे हैं, जाहिर है दे यू आर compete the competition and select in a good institution. So जैसे मैं आज हूँ, कल को आप भी हो सकते हैं. It is not for you, it's only for me only. So I want to show another quotation, that is two quotation. One is from Henry Ford and other was Helen Hayes. Why I take this quote? Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again. Basically, I was not selected first attempt in my PG, so maybe I am not sure. From your side also, one or two of them are they qualify this examination in a second attempt. If you are the first attempter, it is a good for you. It is not for you, but I have failed in my first attempt and I selected in the second time. So I take the opportunity to remember my failure to that. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again. If you fail, you start the time more intelligently. So अगर आप लोग दोबारा से कोई बंदा ऐसा आया है कि जो पहली बार में कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाया था, तो मैं ये कहूँगा कि बिल्कुल मेरी तरीके से जैसे मैंने अपने आप को ओवरकम किया था, तो जब मैंने कर लिया था, आई एम अ स्टूपिड फेलो एट द टाइम, but you are a learned guy, so you have to be start with today with your new energy and intelligentsia. And the last quotation is Helen Hayes says, every expert was once a beginner. जाहिर है अभी आप बिगनर हैं, tomorrow you will become an expert. तो make a oath, make a शपथ today कि in tomorrow I will be expert of my field and deliver a talk to the beginners and to help the beginners in a way what I have learned from the last my past, and gives your results and gives your experiences to the next generation. So ultimately, I have cleared 5 to 6 quotes from the different intellect pupils. So I come on my topic, that is, so I start my topic with the what is orientation. Orientation is a word that drive to say to rise about that. It is a link for the east where the sun has rises. Similarly, the orientation program is an opportunity to introduce the new students to life at institute, college, department, etc., and facilitate a smooth transition the new life. So you are a beginner in PG scholar in United States of Medicine. So you have to orient yourself what is the demand of the time and what are the expectations of your seniors or teachers and the people like me. So the orientation program is a series of activity that gives the new student or employee. ये समझ लीजिए, it is not only for the student. The orientation program has been organized for the employees also in a different sectors. When I was joined the CCRUM, I was also oriented the kind of research is going on in CCRUM. So our 15 days program was also organized just to make awareness type of research, type of programs are being conducted in CCRUM. Similarly, you the pupil, you are the student of government college. So you have to be orient about how many department is there, what you have to be done after this completion of this original program in a different field. Maybe you are from Adviya, maybe from your Qabalat, you may be from surgery and other departments. So you have to be aware about what type of research or a program is going in your college. So everyone should aware. My partner will go for the department of skin and other go for the Adviya. So which type of research they have to be conducted in the future. So this is the program to adopt and realize and the responsibility towards for it. So the second one is why the orientation is to organize. Orientation marks a successful beginning of a college session as it assures to the new student that they made a good decision in their college choice. You have choose a wonderful college that is a government aided college. So why you have choose this. You have a plan in your mind, but the responsibility of your senior like me and your teacher like Tanveen and other and your principal is to be carve out your mind into a real one. Help a student prepare for successful career with clear vision about what lies ahead and what can achieve at the end of their courses. It is also to familiarize the student with the duties and the benefit that is far from the foreseeable engagements. Maybe some students are from the clinical side, some are from the non-clinical side, some are the paraclinic or clinical sides. So they have to be aware which type of duties you have to be performed uh, in in coming in next 3 years during your PG program. So just to be make a remember or maybe a realized for that one uh, to your duties in future. The new babies receive for overview regarding the institution, its history, what is the history of your college, the product and the services, the organizational structure and important rules of your college and your policies for the PG students brought by the college as well as the NCSIM and the procedure they need to be know about. The student may also need to complete necessary paperwork, receive needed passes, have benefited explained, and get the job curriculum descriptive reviewed. All these things has been oriented to you during this 15 days program. Finally, a sound orientation program provides the opportunity for the students to meet co-students. Your आपके साथियों से मिलाया जाता है, spend time with the immediate superiors और आपके seniors होते हैं उनसे मिलवाया जाता है आपको, and to become familiar with the new work environment. आप जाहिर है अलीगढ़ वाले आए हैं, दिल्ली वाले आए हैं, दूसरे कॉलेज से आए हैं, तो जाहिर है if they are not aware with the environment of your college, you could not be easy to do your jobs easily. And if your confidence has built up just by making interaction with pupils, you can do a better way in comparison to that if you have come from outside and try to do the new things in the new lab. It not gives a good result. If you have to be aware about where the instrument has putting, where have to be performed, where have to be go here for night, go for the investigations. If you are aware about things, so you have without wastage of time, you do well things in your during your MD thesis work. For example, fresher in a various discipline may have the knowledge of the other system and the programs arranged for them as soon as they join their respective discipline. Just for that, if the person is working in a pathology department, so you know how many type of instrument they have to be dealt, which type of the test you have to be conducted. So you can easily understand by the help of your colleagues, okay, what is the functionality of the of this machine and how it reads. So similarly, by simultaneously, you have to be learn the clinical subject as well as the knowledge of the mechanism of the machine also, by which you have to same time you have the gain the knowledge of clinical experience as well as the pharmacological or technical knowledge. So the topic is that what is the MOU? There are two things. One is MOU and other one is MOA. MOU is Memorandum of Understanding. MOA is Memorandum of Agreement. A Memorandum of Understanding is an agreement between two or more parties outlined in a formal document. It is not necessarily legally binding, which depends on the signatories' intent and the language in the agreement, but signal with willings of the parties or to move forward with the contract. So why should I take this topic? Basically, when we are the student, we didn't know how to make a two departments or a two institution or two other type of entities make a collaboration with them. So it is a way to make a mutual understanding or an agreement to sign what the deliverables we have been given and and how we have get the benefit from the other ones. Similarly, I am working with the CCRUM, and you are a student on your senior, Dr. Tanveer and Dr. Tahir Kebriya Saab is heading the institute academics. But now CCRUM has started also academics in their two peripheral institute. One is Srinagar and other is in Hyderabad. So how we make a collaboration between them? We are the researcher and you are the learner of the researcher. You are not a hardcore researcher. You are the academician researcher. We are the hardcore researcher. So we do only the research, and you do the academics as well as the research of some extent, just for getting your degree of the PG qualification. So your project will be a very short duration, with a low sample size, with a short durational protocols. So if we make a collaboration with the people who are expert in other way, you have designed the protocol. So your protocol is very simple to be done in a 2.5 years only, and we have planned the research for that runs for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and maybe some 10 years and more than one. So we have an expert about that. You are the academician good, we are the researchers. So how we make take the benefit for the new generation. So such kind of thing has to be made in the mind that we lead to a MOU. The MOU can be seen as a starting point for negotiation, as it defines the scope and purpose of the talks. Such memoranda are most often seen in international treaty negotiation, but also may be used in a high-stake business dealing, such as the merger talks. So it is not only we have a collaboration with the academics, with the researcher. There may be a MOU between the two organizations with a different view to be conducted in the future. So what is institutional MOU? MOU stands for the Memorandum of Understanding, and it's agreement between two or more entities like academics institution, research institution, expressing an intended partnership through collaborative activities. As I said earlier, MOUs are often facilitated for joint activities that are non-binding and non-legally enforceable. ये इसको समझ लीजिए आप कि MOU होता है, एक MOA होता है. MOA जो होता है बेसिकली वो होता है एग्रीमेंट हमारा, वो हमारा वर्बल एग्रीमेंट होता है. हम किसी भी चीज़ को हम सिर्फ वर्बली हम उसको कर सकते हैं, लेकिन जब हम उस चीज़ को हम पॉइंट वाइज लिख के ले आते हैं और एक ड्राफ्ट के ऊपर ले आते हैं, तो वो चीज़ जो है हमारी वो MOU, जब हम किसी चीज़ को हम समझते हैं आप क्या काम करेंगे, हम आपसे पूछते हैं आप क्या काम करके देंगे, दोनों को क्या बेनिफिट होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी मैं आपको आगे भी समझाऊंगा कि हम किस तरीके से एक एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशन के साथ में हम एक रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर, भाई दोनों अलग अलग हैं, एक एकेडमिक है, एक रिसर्च है, तो क्या ये दोनों लोगों के बीच में एग्रीमेंट हो सकता है. तब के ये कहा जाता है कि एग्रीमेंट जस्ट लाइक जैसे मैरिज में क्या होता है, मैरिज में दो फैमिलीज होती हैं, एक लड़की की क्या कहते हैं फैमिली होती है, लड़के की क्या कहते हैं फैमिली होती है. दे सेट ऑन अ म्यूचुअल पॉइंट्स कि साहब हम अपनी बेटी आपके यहाँ दे रहे हैं, तो क्या आपके यहाँ वो चीज़ वो लवाजमात हैं जो हमारी बेटी के लिए जिस हालात में हमने बच्ची को पाला है, या ये कि आपका एजुकेशनल स्टैंडर्ड क्या है, हमारा एजुकेशनल स्टैंडर्ड क्या है, आपका सोशल स्टैंडर्ड क्या है, हमारा सोशल स्टैंडर्ड क्या है. इवन दो सम जगह अभी भी चलता है ये कि भाई आपका ख़ानदान क्या है, हमारा ख़ानदान क्या है. तो जाहिर है कहीं सिमिलैरिटी आती है बीच में, तभी हम उस चीज़ को हम उसको लेके आगे बढ़ते हैं और एक नई एंगेजमेंट का आगाज़ होता है और फिर एक नई फैमिली बनती है. सिमिलरली हम रिसर्च हैं, आप एकेडमिक्स हैं, तो क्या हमारे बीच में कुछ सिमिलैरिटीज़ हैं या नहीं है. अगर हम ऐसे देखें तो ये होता है कि भाई मैं तो रिसर्चर हूँ, आप एकेडमिशियन हैं, तो हमारे दोनों के बीच में अलग अलग चीज़ें हैं, लेकिन क्या चीज़ें हमारे बीच में जो हैं वो एक सी हैं, वो मैं आपको बताने की कोशिश करूँगा कि आपके बीच में और हमारे बीच में किस तरीके से अंडरस्टैंडिंग होने के बाद जो है हम एक अच्छी MOU साइन करके अपनी नेक्स्ट जनरेशन को हम बेनिफिट कर सकते हैं. तो हाउ एन MOU वर्क्स. MOU बेसिकली वर्क किस तरह से करता है. होता क्या है कि हम जब किन्हीं पॉइंट्स के ऊपर हम एग्रीमेंट ले लेते हैं अपना कि ठीक है, हम बाकायदा उसको हम ड्राफ्ट कर लेते हैं. जैसे अभी मान लीजिए मैं बात करूं अभी इसी चीज़ के लिए कि अगर मुझे डॉक्टर तनवीर ने इनवाइट किया कि भाई अजहर साहब आप हमारे यहाँ एक लेक्चर दे दीजिए, तो ये तो सिर्फ हमारा एक एग्रीमेंट था डॉक्टर तनवीर से, लेकिन क्या हुआ, लेटर भेजा कि साहब हम चाहते हैं कि आप हमारे यहाँ एक लेक्चर डिलीवर कर दें, एंड आई सेंड माई कंसर्न टू योर हेड. So we have mutually bound that one. You have provided me the link for that one on that time, and I will deliver my talk on that topics to educate your students. That is a sort of a MOU. हम दोनों ने पहले आपस में बात कर लिया, एक दूसरे से टाइम ले लिया, अपने आप को खाली कर लिया, उन्होंने मुझको स्पेस दी, मैंने एग्रीमेंट कर लिया. ये एक बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल है हमारे लिए.